in this room, and when I mean this room, I mean the world, jump into businesses that they know nothing about. The amount of people that start a startup like, yo, let's start a music startup because I listen to music. Are you an asshole? You're going into the music business, not listening to fucking A$AP Rocky, you dick. You know, so I think about like, why was I an F student? Because I promise you, if there was a business school for K through 12, right? Here's my thing, right? If you would have taught me why New Coke failed in 1984 in 5th grade, I would have got an A. Instead, you wanted to teach me how many fucking rings were around Saturn, and I didn't give a fuck about that, right? The problem is, most businesses are not playing the marathon. They're playing the sprint, right? They're not worried about lifetime value and retention. They're worried about short-term goals. Social is not going to excite anybody in this room for what it's going to do to your bottom line in a 6-month or 12-month period. It just can't happen. See, social media marketing is like going Beyonce on your customers. You've got to put a fucking ring on it. Meanwhile, 99% of the people in here, and I looked at some Twitter and Facebook accounts of some of the peeps in this room, 90% of you, more, but I'm trying to be nice, are treating social media like a one-night stand. Most companies are failing in social because everybody in social is acting like a 19-year-old dude. They're trying to close on the first transaction. It's a good one, right? You know, the problem is Kevin Systrom fucking annihilates it, sells Instagram in 2 years for $1 billion, and everybody's like, fuck, that's what we need to, like, what the fuck is the matter with people? Like, right? For every one Instagram, there is 9 billion fucked. For every Instagram, there's 5 million Insta shit. I don't know about you guys, but every time somebody comes up to me and says, well, how's Twitter gonna make money or Facebook? I vomit directly in my mouth. Asshole, when you have billions of eyeballs, you can monetize. There was no fucking way to make money 15 years ago about loving Milli fucking Vanilli, right? But some dude this year is gonna make $100,000 a year for fucking loving Trinidad James and 2 Chainz. There's a fuckload of dumb money chasing it and looking to give it to anybody they can, which is your opportunity. So we need to take advantage of that horse shit. And actually, if you think you're ready, you should literally start your company right now, because I'm sure it's important to finish this class and whatever, but tomorrow the market can collapse and you'll miss this opportunity. Literally right now, on a fucking half-ass idea, right? With like 2 or 3 connections from like your parents or professors or emailing me and I introduce you somebody, you can literally raise $1 million on your horseshit idea. This is such a topic. I mean, I get to go around the country and speak at colleges that I never could have ever even thought, like that if I would have applied, they would have punched me in the mouth, right? And I go there, Court, and I actually listen to the curriculum. And now I'm talking about business schools, which is obviously clearly different than a lot of other professions. I just can give you an answer to my context. And I sit there and I sit through the curriculum to create context. And I like literally sit there and say, my God, these poor people are paying $200,000 in debt to get this information that has absolutely, positively no value. There's ways to have real relationships with people. When you have as small of a customer base as you guys have, those 50 to 100 people literally need to become your best friends.
Yeah, and we're trying to grow that significantly.
Of course, but guess what? When you have 600 of them, those fuckers need to be your best friends too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is not really a book deep that touches our heart. And so people are always asking questions that are about this, tactics. It's about a religion, not the church. People are always like, what color should we paint the church? What kind of lights should we put in the church? How many parking spots should we have in the church? Assholes, it's about the religion. It's getting the best data you have from your retail partners if you're a brand to figure out who's actually buying your product and then mapping it to where those people actually are. And that data is tough to come by, but I think some of it's anecdotal from a strategy standpoint. I don't think 50 to 70-year-old men are on Snapchat. And if they are, they're probably doing some gangster ass shit, right? I wish you guys could, you think some videos are out there are funny. I wish I taped the conversation between my dad and I when I tried to convince him to hire Eric that we, a liquor store, needed a full-time developer. That was some funny shit. That you would have liked, with my dad's broken English with no fucking way. If you are not searching, vanity searching as people call it, ego searching, if you are not searching your name on the blogosphere and on Twitter and any other platform that has users every single minute, you are a fundamental clown. Like boop, 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 that kind. It's a monumental mistake. Do me one favor, remember this talk, and when you're driving, look at 5 people. And I promise you, 3 of them are texting, right? Oprah's right, it's dangerous out there. It's getting real dangerous out there, right? So, my friends, outdoor media. My clients are spending hundreds of millions of dollars trying to tell stories on billboards. Meanwhile, customers aren't looking at billboards. They're not even looking at the fucking road anymore. And this doesn't take into account the fact that we have self-driving cars coming. You think you're gonna be looking at billboards? You're gonna be fucking working. We're gonna be fucking eating and talking and fucking chilling. I don't know. You know, and so, if you're sitting here like, no, I'm entrepreneur, I'm not just in the class, you need to seriously concentrate on where we are at this exact moment in the market and recognize how fruitful it is for you, how much of an advantage you have, and you may want to seriously consider and take advantage of it. Because it could really go away in a second, and then you've got to wait like, if it collapses tomorrow, if there's a bubble burst, you're gonna have to wait 3 to 5 years to get your shot. When bubbles burst, no fucking kid with an idea gets dick. Got it? That's a good one. I like that one. Somebody sent me an email yesterday. He's like, Gary, I was analyzing how you use Twitter. It's like, it's weird. You know, I only reply to people that have 1,000 followers or more. You're replying to people that have like 3 and shit. Like, what's the strategy? I'm like, so my reply was like, Dear Tim, here's the strategy. You're a fucking asshole, and I'm a good guy. That was really the answer. He wrote back, no, this is true. He wrote back, no, seriously. And I wrote back, no, fucking seriously. I was like, Dick, you know, there was, sorry, hold on. Who did I talk to outside that said I wasn't gonna curse? Are you in here? Didn't work out. Yeah, man, sorry.